What is up, book lovers? Okay, so we are going to review a very brief review this month on Christmas book called The Conversion Code. So for those of you who are watching this, I'm just going to say, pick up the freaking book. Okay, don't even worry about what I say. Just pick up the freaking book. All right, here's the thing. Those of you who know as a business coach that I have a really unheard of lead conversion online, and it's 60% online lead conversion. So I work online leads. I focus more on the strategies behind the leads that don't flip over easily versus the ones that do. And so when I'm studying online, I only read this book. I'm gonna not lie. I only read this book in the last year, and I've been in business for years. So those stats that I have are not from this book. So I'm just gonna full disclosure on that one. But I do have clients that have used Chris's, online lead conversion strategies, and they work. So I'm gonna fully say that I endorse it for sure. But and I've personally, but just so you guys all know, I've never even had a conversation with Chris. So I don't even know who he is. But here's the thing, indirectly I do. So the reason why I think you should is this. So many people spend a fortune on online leads, okay? So they spend a ton. And what they do is they listen to other people. They kind of go with the low-hanging fruit all the time. They don't actually ever come up with a strategy. And what blows my mind away most of the time is that they spend like $10,000, $20,000 on these companies to give them online leads, and then they don't even spend the time to learn the strategies behind them or understand what they're actually doing. So it's kind of like an instant gratification model. What this book does is it will give you the insight to understand what's happening. You're gonna get some good checklists and some other good stuff with it, which is excellent, but you're gonna understand what you're actually building, and you're gonna understand some of the best strategies around that. You'll still have to create all this stuff, and there's people that can help you with it, but it'll help you weed out who you're hiring, what your expectations should be, what the flow should really look like, what the strategies, expectations are. And I think this book does a brilliant job of actually dumbifying it for us and explaining it. And there's so many ahas behind it, because online lead strategies and conversions is a brilliant model. It really is. And the only reason as a coach that I tell people to stay away from it at times is because I hate seeing people write checks for obscene amounts of money, and then they don't really get a return from it, and then they get frustrated, and then they write off the whole experience and say, well, that's not a good experience. Yes, online lead strategies are really super critical. Why? Because most people are online, so why wouldn't they be good? But not knowing how to use them, articulate them, or study them, that's where the problem comes into hand. Okay, I'm gonna give the book like about a 4.5 out of 5. You guys know me, to get a 5 is really hard. But I would say 4.5 out of 5 would be a really good one. To me, if you're gonna dabble into online lead strategies, you gotta get this book, read the book, understand it, then go into your online strategies. So I highly recommend this book. I don't know another book that is actually better than this one for online lead strategies at the time. So I think if you're going to jump into it, grab the book, read the book, decide if it's really for you, and then treat it like a business, okay? But thumbs up to Chris for putting a book together that I think does a really good job of laying it all out, coming up with the strategies on it, checklists and whatnot. And I just think from an overall perspective, nobody in any sales business should actually proceed into online lead strategies without reading this, okay? So good luck, go get it. 4.5 out of 5, that's like a sure thing, right? So go get it and let me know what you think.